The T100LT is hot. It's smoking. It's the cool kid in school that everybody wants to be friends with. And it's pretty common sense why. Not only does it have ridiculous damage per minute, the best mobility in tier 10, crazy camouflage, and very troll armor, it's got everything going for it. So why wouldn't you want to grind this vehicle? Well, in today's video, we're actually going to be playing in the Vickers Lite. Now, the Vickers has a couple advantages over the T100LT. First of all, it has 5 more degrees of gun depression, which makes it much more flexible on really any terrain. It's got more alpha. Instead of 310, it's sitting at 350, but the biggest advantage of them all is the Hesh. You deal 440 damage a shot with the Vickers Lite, also having 116 millimeters of Hesh penetration. And then there's the part we're going to be talking about in today's video, and why the Vickers is still an incredibly competent tank even when it comes to comp, is because of its view range. The Vickers Lite is sitting at 325 meters of view range. That is insane. It makes it the highest view range in tier 10. If we compare that to the T100LT, it's at 302 meters. That is a 23 meter difference on view range. That's huge. That's like 70 feet. So yeah, the Vickers Lite does have a lot of advantages, and the biggest one is that main spotting capability. Now sure, the Vickers might not have the easiest time spotting a T100LT, but that's not what this tank's used for. It's used for spotting every other tank on the enemy team. If the enemy's got heavies, you can bet that the Vickers will be spotting those heavies fairly quick into that game, where a vehicle like the T100LT is more of a passive scout, where it's got that great mobility and the camouflage to dart into a position very early and use its fantastic camo to hopefully outmaneuver and outposition its opponents. It's really just a medium tank by all regards. The Vickers Lite is also a medium tank, I would have to say. It's weird. Light tanks in Blitz don't really have light armor. The only tank that really has lightly armored is the Sheridan and the Bastion 25 ton, which is weird because the Batchat's supposed to be a medium, and yet it's got worse armor than the Vickers and the T100LT. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. Either way, we're going to make our way towards base B, like in between. I always do this, so here we go, speedage. Now, the Vickers is not as fast as the T100LT, but it's still quite fast, going in at a top speed of 65 kilometers per hour, which means that, yeah, you'll get in the position very, very quickly. You've got some decent turret armor. Your mantlet will bounce a lot of shells, but as you can see, the mantlet's not the only part of this tank's turret. It's got some big old boxes that you can very easily penetrate on the side. Alright, well, I'm going to be careful, especially because my grill is in the front line, and what the heck is my team doing? I don't know, but it looks like they're pushing over towards A side for some weird reason. Alright, well, there's a K91 off to the side, and there's a Waffle. Oh boy, let's get a, ooh, yeah! That was a really, really, really lucky tap into that Waffenträger Panzer IV. Did not expect that to penetrate, if I'm going to be completely honest, but it did, so I can't complain. There you go, there's another nice pen into the Waffle. Let's start using our reverse speed. Keep on backing up, keep on backing up. Let's get a Hesh shell in, and ooh, yeah, that just went right through my armor. That is one of the downsides of being in a light tank, is that, yeah, shells will hurt, and they will hurt really, really a lot if they do pen you. Let's aim it on this 268, and I just realized the problem with my aiming and why it's weird. It's because I don't have auto-aim set on. Alright, well, let's go for a Hesh shell. You know what, it's not going to be worth it. And while I'm waiting for my reload, let's go in the settings, and there you go. Now my aiming should be back to normal. Yes, there you go. Nice and sexy. Alright, so there's the object is 268. Let's get a nice shell tracking him, and my grill is showing just how skilled he is by not penetrating him. Alright, well, let's try this ourselves, finish off the 268, and make our way back into the front line. Now, at this point, the enemy team has already lost. We did a pretty decent chunk of damage, 2,800, but we want to break that 3,000 barrier. So, let's see if we can go find that enemy FV for 202. I think the guy's actually at full health, so this should be decent, but let's go! There's the 50 TP, and the 4202 is the last detected right over towards this area. I guess we're going to find out if he moved. I have no clue. He's not spotted over towards our heavies, so I would expect the 4202 to be... Oh, well, he's just AFK. All right, well, that's fine with me. Let us put on our adrenaline. Let's get right to the side of this vehicle, and let's get a Hesh shell. Boom. Oh, the Hesh is definitely one of the major advantages for this vehicle. Again, just the fact that I'm able to roll this guy for 450 damage on average. We were sitting at 2,800, and just in that short amount of time, now we are sitting upwards of 4,000. It's crazy how quick you can roll out damage in this vehicle. Now, would the T100 LT have done as well in that situation? Probably. We didn't really need gun depression apart from that first shell. That was a pretty crazy shell. And actually, the second shell, too, on that waffle, I would have had to drive over the ridge to actually shoot him. But we would have been faster into position, so it's always weird. I can't really say the T100 would have been able to do everything we did, specifically because of that gun depression. But here we go, our second battle. We got an AMX M454, we got a 183, which is, yeah, kind of a nasty vehicle. We got a Sheridan, VK90, a Mil2, a Foch, and an M103. They got a lot of heavy tanks, which is perfect for me, because I should be able to spot them. Alright, now we have no mediums, like, whatsoever, and they have a Sheridan. Okay, so they have one mobile vehicle. Alright, so this will be an interesting battle, to word it like that. I'm going to push right over into this bush. I'm not sure what the enemy team's going to do, but yes! That is where the view range on the Vickers, look at that, just absolutely spotting all of them as they cross. This is where the view range on the Vickers is great, and this is why the Vickers is such an influential tank, is because you can just spot enemy tanks whenever they're doing. So, obviously somebody is capturing base C, and not a single one of my teammates thought that would be a smart decision, but yeah, let's get a shell into the side of that VK90, and back in the cover. I'll take a little bit of free damage here and there. We know the M103 is off to the side because he's spotted, and we also know that the Sheridan was off to the side, and Sheridan's probably capturing base A, I would have to guess at this point. So, our team still has not captured anything yet, and the enemy team has captured 2 bases. Congratulations, team. You're useless. Alright, let's make our way over this way. Our IS-7, I don't even know what he's doing, if I'm going to be real. But, yeah, let's go over towards this Sheridan. Let's see if I can get some shells in. Oh, speed, speed, speed. Here we go, and fire. Nice. Alright, that's 1 shell into the Sheridan. Let's give him a bit of a love tap, and let's go for an HE shell right into his booty. Ooh, 500 damage. And there you go, the enemy Sheridan is taken out. Alright, well that's pretty sweet. I'm going to stop here. I'm not sure if the M103, well, he is smart enough to shoot me through the building, or the little box there. I wasn't sure if he was going to be. You never know when it comes to these types of players, but here we go. Let's use that strong mobility. Can't hatch the M103, but that's fine. We'll just get to his side, use that great mobility, and yeah, the M103 is really not enjoying this. He could be shooting the IS-7, could be shooting the Yo, could be shooting anybody, but I guess he wants to do this, and there you go, finishing off the enemy M103. Well, we've cleared all of medium side already, which is fantastic, because that means, well, I've lost a lot of pressure on my side. Now, this 183 is looking, oh, he's not looking at me, which means we can get 1 easy shell into his vehicle. And, well, yeah, say goodbye to the 183, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye. Haha. Hesh is so nice. All right. Well, the 183 is cleared. All they have left is the VK90, the Foch, the Mil2, and the AMX M4. All right. Well, let's make our way back here. Hopefully we can get a shell into that Emil. Aiming and fire. Nice tap. Let's put on our adrenaline. Maybe we can get 1 more shell out. No. All right. Well, we're not able to get the second shell out, but that's fine. We're still at a pretty decent chunk of damage here. That AMX is not poking us. I'm a little worried, though, if he does poke, it's going to hurt. So, I don't know where the VK90 is. That's the only player I'm kind of weirded out about, because I know where everybody... Oh, there's the VK90. All right, so VK's not really the biggest of threats. There's the AMX. Get a nice shot into his side, and he missed me. Beautiful. All right, so let's use the good mobility on this tank once again. And we should be able to get 1 shell into this Foch. There you go. Nice tap for 340. Let's back up a bit. I'm not going to deal with this AMX until the Foch is cleared. So we should be able to... There you go. Nice. Finish off the enemy Foch. Alright, so there you have it. We're already up to 4,600 damage dealt in this game. Now we should be able to get a nice tap into this enemy Emil. Ooh, doop. There you go. Nice shot. And there you go, my M103 even finished him off. Alright, this AMX M4 really wants to shoot me. I could care less. I mean, we're already up to a very healthy chunk of damage. Let's go. Oh, wow. Okay, I guess he's gonna high roll me for 547 with his 480 alpha. I love my RNG. Imagine we lose this. It's actually very possible we do lose this. With my team doing what they're doing right now, it is very possible. I would not be surprised. Our IS-7 sitting off. Yeah, wow, we might actually lose this game. Well, maybe not. Come on, yo, pen it. Oh, you messed it up. Turn, Yeg. Turn, you slow dingus. Oh my god, this team. Turn. Yes! Buttered Nuts killed him. That was sad. We really got unlucky there. I mean, 547 we got rolled. That's just my luck, though. Oh, well. We still did pretty good. 5,100 damage. We did really everything we needed to. And again, you can see where the Vickers is an incredibly powerful tank. I wanted to make today's video because a lot of people think that the Vickers is quite irrelevant now that the T100LT has been introduced. And that's definitely not the case. The Vickers is extremely competent, and it can do a very solid job as long as you put it in these types of situation. The T100LT is kind of like the 252 of lights. So, yeah, sure, it's dummy-proof, but that doesn't mean that other lights aren't just as strong. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below, and other than that, I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.